What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news. I'm going to try to keep this intro short, so if you got a second before we jump into things, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. I think the new subscriber milestone for 2020 will be 150,000. That's just the first. I really hope to surpass that. So in order to get there, we got to hit the like button, and like always, I appreciate you for that. Now, as for the highlights in this video, I'm only going to name two because they're the biggest, but the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Chicago is not releasing during All-Star Weekend. Now, the other highlight is that we have a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Reverse Bred. There's a lot more from Jordan Brand as well as Nike and Adidas, and now without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. Additional images of the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Desert Sage has arrived, and that's pretty much the main reason why I'm speaking about this shoe once again. I believe the last video, maybe the one prior to it, I spoke about them, but we have a few new angles, and these images, at least the quality looks better, and you can really tell what's going on. We have Desert Sage, which runs across the upper, but it's a bit lighter than I previously thought. Also, it appears that reflective detailing will be placed across the stripe. I'm not positive on that, it just kind of looks like it. And then from these images, you can also see orange on the liner and a gum rubber outsole. As for the release information, there really isn't much. They are expected to release during spring 2020, and the retail price will be $220. A few weeks back, Odell Beckham Jr. showcased his upcoming Nike Air Max 720 OBJ LSU. At that time, it was unsure if they were going to release, although many believed that it would. Now we have confirmation on the date, but going over the shoes, they feature a pure platinum, hyper grape, and canyon gold color combination. And this pair pays tribute to OBJ's alma mater, which is Louisiana State University, also known as LSU. Now, if this pair is something you're interested in purchasing, they officially drop on December 28th. You'll be able to grab them via Nike sneakers, and the retail price will be $200. Right off the bat, the two pairs showcased are not expected to release. I mean, it is possible in the future, but as of now, it's not going to happen. But we have a look at the home and away editions of the Nike LeBron 17 SVSM, which stands for St. Vincent St. Mary, and that is LeBron James High School. So the shoes were made for athletes as well as staff, and the home edition features a white knitted upper while green accents are used throughout. In addition, we have a smoky translucent heel counter while green covers the midsole and white runs across the outsole. As for the away pair, it features green across the upper, while a darker shade of green is accented throughout. Once again, we have a smoky translucent heel counter, green on the midsole, and rubber outsole. Now the two will share gold branding on the tongue, as well as the SVSM Fighting Irish logo. Like I mentioned, both are not expected to release. However, if anything changes in the future, I definitely will make sure to let you guys know. But let me know in the comments section if you're feeling both colorways, one or the other. We also have new images of the Concepts Nike Kyrie Six collaboration. Now, I'm not sure if I stated this in the prior video when I spoke on the shoe, but there is a rumor going around that there's two colorways releasing. Again, that isn't confirmed, it's just a rumor as of now. But once again, we have a closer look at the pink tint edition, and they also feature guava ice. Collection is said to be inspired by ancient Egyptian culture. And with these images, we could see some of the smaller details. It appears that we have iridescent used on the swoosh. That also features a unique graphic. And then we have a translucent midfoot strap, which appears to feature a lobster. Concepts branding is seen on the tongue and the medial side. We should be getting an official unveiling soon, since the release date is December 27th. Also, Concepts did tease this release. They did showcase some photos, but it's a little harder to tell the details. Obviously, the photos here I'm showing are a lot better. Releasing soon is a very bright colored Nike Air Max 1, which will celebrate Chinese New Year and is being called Longevity. Now this pair is extremely limited. But before I get into all the details, we're going to go over this pair, and they feature acid wash denim across the base, along with various prints and graphics, which is applied to the overlays. In addition, we have a dragon on the vamp and Chinese characters placed throughout. The heels feature floral print, while the collar has butterflies. Other highlights includes black on the midsole, yellow placed within the Air Max unit, and then a translucent outsole which displays Chinese characters. Now, this info isn't confirmed as of yet, but what's going around on this pair is that they're going to be an Asia exclusive. So that in itself is going to be somewhat of a difficult task to track this pair down if you live outside of Asia. But here's where things get worse. Part of that rumor is that only 7,000 pairs will release. I know there's quite a few people that collect or are into the Air Max 1 exclusively, so definitely know they're going to be let down. But in the comment section, let me know your thoughts on this pair. I definitely think that this shoe should be released globally, but that's just my opinion. As some of you may know, a new SB Dunk Low, actually 2 new colorways, which is known as Raygun, and they'll come in a tie-dye theme. It looks like Jordan Brand has taken a page out of their book to give us this Air Jordan 1 Mid SE. Personally, I would rather have the SBs over this, but that's just my opinion. Now, going over the shoes, they feature a black, yellow, white, and team orange color combination. Black nubuck is placed on the base, while orange leather covers the toe and wraps the heel. In addition, we have yellow leather that takes over the eye stays and lands on the ankle. Some of the other highlights includes white on the swoosh logo and midsole, and then a black rubber outsole. Now, at the time of shooting this video, we don't have a set release date for this pair, and more than likely this is another one that won't have a release date. Once the retailers get them in, they'll put them on the shelves. There's certain shoes they do that with. Jordan and Nike are pretty much key for that kind of stuff. Jordan and Nike are pretty much known for doing that a lot, at least what I've seen over the years. But once this pair is available, the retail price will be $110. Recently, Jordan Brand gifted their athletes with a special Air Jordan 1 Mid to celebrate the holiday season. I say special, but what this shoe is basically a blacked out Bloodline. We still have red used across the trimming, as well as outlining the swoosh, but everything else up top comes in black. Now, don't get me wrong, I actually like the Bloodline. I definitely like that shoe better than this pair. I don't know, I feel like they could have done something different for their athletes. And if you do like this pair, you can actually just pick up a pair of the Bloodline Air Jordan 1s and have them customized, or even do them yourself. Now, each pair is individually numbered and is limited to 93 pairs. I'll throw a couple additional images in this video which shows that each pair comes with a special letter, and the box label is done in gold and has the particular athlete's name on the label. Like I mentioned, I'm a bigger fan of the Bloodline pair that released, but comparing the two, which do you like better? Alright, starting up with some Jordan Brand news that some of you may care about. At the very least, this serves as something expected to come in 2020. Now, this info comes from zsneakerheadz as well as Mr. Unloved Ones. And during 2020, Jordan Brand will release a black and pink Air Jordan 8. Now, this is a mock-up, so what's releasing may look different. Pretty much use this as just a visual, but don't get me wrong, this pair wouldn't be bad being all black and then pink on the outsole. More than likely, you can expect a bit more pink. Now, we don't have a color description, product number, release date, or price for this pair, but all that should be available in the next several days. From there, that will pretty much lock in this release for 2020. Obviously, Jordan Brand can pull the shoes and decide not to release them, which they have done multiple times in the past. Once additional information is available, I'll make sure to throw that in to the next news video. I believe it was last week that news leaked that in 2020, the Air Jordan 5 White Bel-Air would release. They're actually going to be called the Alternate Bel-Air, and just like the black and pink Air Jordan 8, we didn't have a release time frame, colorway, price, or product number. Now we have all that for this pair. What we know is that they'll come dressed in white, court purple, racer pink, and ghost green. Now the image used is a Photoshop, so it's possible we can expect something totally different to release. But so far what is locked in is the time frame, the colorway is definitely locked in, and that they'll feature a white upper. Now, as far as a specific date, we don't have one as of yet, but they're expected to release during August of 2020, and the retail price will be $200. One of the most hyped shoes for 2020 is the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Chicago. Rumors started early on that this pair would release during All-Star Weekend. So many different sources and individuals that were connected to the brand and are connected to the brand vouched for this shoe releasing. It definitely did a trickle down effect where others were saying, yeah, they're releasing, but this is why in my videos that I stress the word rumor. But now the latest is that the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Chicago is not releasing during All-Star Weekend. Now, I've already saw some people do videos on this as well. There's been a few websites, but all these websites and videos, they don't like to give credit where it's due, and that credit goes to zsneakerheadz because he's the one that actually leaked this information. So there was a mix-up, and he's not to blame for this mix-up, nor stating that the Chicago Air Jordan 1 is confirmed for All-Star Weekend 2020. The rumor actually started because months back, there was a colorway, a release date, well, not a date, but a time frame, style number, and price. Now, there was no image attached to it, and then we hear the actual name of the shoe, which is the Air Jordan 1 High 85 New Beginnings. The New Beginnings was thought to be part of the whole name, which Jordan brand kept under wraps for a while. That's until they started seeding people the New Beginnings pack. From there, that's when we were able to match up the style number. Not to take too long, but some of you may remember a video I did a few months back that I said another colorway of the Air Jordan 1 High 85 had leaked. The color description was pretty close to what we believed was the Chicago pair. It turns out that that colorway, style number, all that good stuff is attached to the pair from the New Beginnings pack. So basically during All-Star Weekend, we still could see two Air Jordan 1 High 85 releases. One being part of the New Beginnings pack, which features the Nike Air Ship, and then another colorway. Again, that will be talked about more in about a minute. Now, I'm not going to go as far as to say that the Chicago Air Jordan 1 High 85 won't release at all, but as it stands right now, it's off the table. Sure, it's still a possibility that they will release later this year, but as of now, we don't have a colorway or a style number, so we can't really link it. But I know I'm going to keep a lookout. I'm going to still ask around to see if we have anything as of yet that would match up with the Chicago release for later this year. The funniest part about this news that they're not releasing, I've seen mixed emotions. I've seen people mad and I've seen people happy. Obviously, the people that are happy have a 2015 pair or they recently bought a pair, and the people that are mad either don't own this pair anymore or like how it features the OG build. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like always, more updates will be coming soon, and when it does, I'll make sure to let everybody know. We also have a first look at the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Reverse Bred. Now, a couple things before I move forward about this shoe. The release date, or I should say the release time frame, is not confirmed. The colorway that's possibly attached to the shoe is not confirmed. And really, all we have as of now is a first look. Now, the Reverse Bred nickname, that nickname isn't locked in by any means, so if you have a better nickname, drop it in the comment section below. If one sticks, then we could really try to push for that nickname. Also, on the Air Jordan 11 Low that was being called White Bread, I think Chicago is a better and more fitting nickname. I forgot who left that comment, but I think going forward, if I ask about a better nickname and you're the winner, or even if we don't go with that nickname and I think it's cool, I'll feature you in an upcoming video to give you a little bit of shine and appreciation, of course. But basically, the color blocking isn't so much reversed. We still have red around the ankle on the overlays, but the only real difference is the addition of red that wraps the toe. They'll also feature a white midsole and red rubber outsole. Now, going back a little bit, and as a disclaimer, this isn't confirmed, but a lot of talk is going on behind the scenes, and A lot of us believe, but are not sure as of yet, that this will be the pair releasing during All-Star Weekend, or at the very least during February. Now, the New Beginnings pack is also rumored to release during February, but like I mentioned earlier in the video, as well as I mentioned in a video about a month or so ago, probably like 2 months, that there was 2 colorways that were very similar. The style numbers were different, but they both were rumored to release during February. Now, although it's not confirmed that the colorway, release date, style number is attached to this shoe, nor is it confirmed if they'll release during February of 2020, they are expected to release sometime during next year. Obviously, for a lot of people, this won't fill in for the Chicago Air Jordan 1. I know people will still be upset, probably even more upset, seeing this shoe. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love this shoe. I was a bit disappointed about the Chicago and seeing that we're going to get this instead, or at least that's what's rumored. But putting that to the side, I just looked at this pair while I was writing it and just thought to myself, would I buy them if they were going to release a random month? And I told myself, yeah, I would. But then again, my goal is to try and buy every Air Jordan 1 High 85 that does release. This is another shoe that I have a personal thing that I need to get every colorway of, just like the Air Jordan 14. I highly doubt that's going to happen, but hey, we'll see. But let me know your thoughts on this pair in the comments section below. I know if there was a choice between the Chicago or this pair, more than likely the majority of you guys would pick the Chicago. But like always, once more information is available and we have a confirmation on things, I definitely will make sure to let you guys know. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. My apologies if this video was a bit of a letdown for you guys. Now, prior to doing this video, I actually heard that the Chicago Air Jordan 1 wasn't releasing during All-Star Weekend. I heard that last week, but I didn't want to jump the gun on getting that info out to you guys and that being false. I spoke with several people, and I felt comfortable now speaking on it. I know a few people kind of beat me to it, but I'd rather be a little bit late than be early and wrong. But like always, definitely appreciate you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a comment, let me know what you liked or what you disliked. Also, if you have a second and you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.